I get really anxious in social situations. You know, I'm always worried I'm going to meet people and just run out of things to say, or going to give the wrong answer and look stupid, and it really, really worries me. So unfortunately, what I have to do in these situations is self-medicate, if you know what I mean. It just helps to get me through the night. And in case in point, I was invited to the launch of a restaurant. An old friend of mine, Andrew Spaffington Niff, he's old money, but he's a chef and a pretty good one. And he's got this concept where, you know, he'll make these dishes like he'll have a side of Wagyu beef and some Spanish capers and mix that with a bit of crushed garlic and some Yugoslavian chablis, and bungs it all in a trough. That's where you eat it. And he calls it "eat you fucking pig," which is not very nice, I suppose. Anyway, I got invited, which was good. But I was sat down with all these people I didn't know, of course, and there's one bloke there who just kept asking me all these questions, you know, like, what's your name? Where do you live? What do you do? And it's that last one. That's that last one I really can't handle, because I never know what to say. I mean, let's be honest, my latest ballooning attempt around the world fell short again. I can't get the colours right for that mural that I'm painting for the United Nations building in New York. The truffle farm's not going great guns either. So, I don't know, I can't really call myself a Renaissance man with much conviction. So, I just said postman. He kept going, he wouldn't give up. He kept asking me questions about the movie The Postman with Kevin Costner, and asked me what my opinion of it was as a postman. And I'm not even a postman, but I thought I'd give it an honest appraisal. And I said, whereas I thought it was sympathetic to postmen, or should say post people, wasn't very true to life. I mean, at no stage in that movie did Kevin Costner have to lug a set of billiard cues up 4 flights of steps only to find there was no one there to sign for it. I mean, I was fucking livid. Then, of course, I remembered I'm not actually a postman, but it was alright because he'd gone. And yeah, next thing, Andrew comes up and says there's going to be an after party, we're going to kick on. And he gave me the address, but because I was pretty medicated, I couldn't really recall what he said, so just took a guess, jumped in a taxi and went to what I thought was the address, but I should have known there was something wrong, because it was about 50 k's away and it was a $200 cover charge, which frankly was a bit steep because it was basically a sausage fest. I mean, blokes everywhere, and I had to pretty much elbow my way through just to get to the centre of the place, and eventually I did, and it was sort of clear in the centre, and in the middle of it I saw this beautiful woman. She was wearing this red robe and lovely hair. She was tall too. She must have been about 6'3". One stage I could swear that she spat one of her teeth into a bucket like a boxer. But anyway, she sort of called me over and she said something like, "Do you want to dance?" And that was it. Woke up in hospital the next morning, nose broken, missing a few teeth. Apparently he was a boxer, and I'd stumbled into an illegal boxing match. Did alright for the first few rounds, actually. But yeah, Mum's right. I've really got to get off the glue.